So observe the case study questions, all of you. So the topic is real number. Case study 1. To enhance the reading skills of grade 10 students, the school nominates you and 2 of your friends to set up a class library. There are 2 sections, section A and section B of grade 10. There are 32 students in section A and 36 students in section B. Just make a note down. In section A, 32 are there, and section B, 36 are there. Now, first question. Don't say the answer. First, try to do yourself. What is the minimum number of books you will acquire for the class library so that they can be distributed equally among students of section A or section B? Now, observe the options. You need to recognize the concept and you have to calculate accordingly. Tell me anybody what the concept you have to apply for the first problem.
LCM.
Correct. Good. So calculate LCM. So what you have to calculate? LCM of which numbers? 32, 36. So the answer? Check, is it 288 or not? Anybody got the same answer? No. Check the second. If the product of 2 positive integers is equal to the product of their HCF and LCM is true, then HCF of 32, 36 is. So here already given the method how to calculate. So apply the method directly and tell me your answer. Fast. Next, anybody else has done? So the answer?
4.
4. Correct. Now tell me the method what we have done. So HCF of 32, 36 equal to what should I write now? (32 into 36) upon what? LCM, that is 288. So if you simplify this, you are going to get the answer 4. Now, is the third question is visible? In case if it is not visible, you can zoom it also. If you are using the mobile, you can zoom the question. Now, check third one. 36 can be expressed as a product of its primes. So factorize and tell me your answer.
2 to the power 2 into 3 to the power 2.
Correct. So which option? A. So 36, 9 into 4, which is same as 3 square into 2 square. Now, try fourth problem. 7 into 11 into 13 into 15 plus 15 is A. Now here,
Composite.
you need to observe the question and write the answer. Don't calculate the value. If you are trying to calculate the value, it becomes very lengthy. So what is your answer?
Composite number.
Now, correct. Can you give me the explanation? What is the explanation? Anybody? Are you calculating this value? Now, if you observe the numbers, are they odd numbers? For a product of this, odd number is always odd only. And 15 is also odd. So sum of two odd numbers is even. That means you can conclude that it is a composite number because 2 is a factor. Next.
Sir, 15 can also be taken common.
You can take common. Correct. That way also you can do it. Good. If P and Q are positive integers such that P equal to AB square and Q equal to A square B, where A comma B are prime numbers, then LCM of P comma Q. So check the factors of P and Q and tell me what could be the LCM. These are the questions released by the CBSE board. So this type of questions only you are going to expect.
Sir, the
Tell me
answer will
fast.
be A square B square.
Next, anybody coincide?
Sir, A cube, B cube, sir.
Think once again. Will it be product same as the LCM always? Now, among here A is there and here A square is there. So when you are taking LCM, you have to take the highest exponent, so A square. And here B square is there, here B is there. That means here also you take highest exponent, that is B square. So A square, B square. Now, check the answers which are released also. And check how many have you done all correctly. Now, so first one answer is what? 288. Second question answer is 4. Third one is 2 square into 3 square. Fourth is composite number. Fifth is A square, B square. Now, anyone has done all correctly? Okay. 4 correctly anybody has done?
Sir, I have done it all correctly.
Okay, good. Any question you want to have explanation further again in these 5 questions? In these questions, any problem you want to have discussion? Have you understood all of you?
4 to 1, sir.
Fourth one. See, in the fourth one method is by taking 15 common. Suppose if I take 15 common, then what I can write? 15 if I take common, so 7 into 11 into 13 plus 1, can you write? Now this is product of two numbers. So once it is product of two numbers means what? You can conclude that it is a composite number. Another method is, these are all odd numbers. Product of odd numbers is again odd number. Odd number plus odd number, so which is an even number. Once it is an even number means 2 is a factor. So you can conclude that it is a composite number. Is it clear now?
Okay, sir.
Now, shall we go to next case study? Now, second one. A seminar is being conducted by an educational organization where the participants will be educators of different subjects. The number of participants in Hindi, English, and mathematics are 60, 84, and 108 respectively. You make a note of it, which is necessary always, as soon as you read the question. Now, shall I move to the questions? Now, try the first question now. In each room, the same number of participants are to be seated and all of them being in the same subject. Hence, maximum number of participants that can accommodated in each room are. Now, try all of you and tell me the answer. After that, we'll discuss the method also. Anybody has done now?
Yes, sir. Answer will be 12.
Next, anybody coinciding? You need to calculate fast. So 12 is correct. Now, for the concept here, it is involved in this question. HCF. So HCF of which numbers you have to calculate? 60, 84, and 108. Now, so you try to factorize each and calculate the highest common factor. Now, even you can observe the numbers easily also. This you can write as 12 into 5. And this you can write as 12 into 7. And this you can write as 12 into 9. And 5, 7, 9 has no any common factor. So the highest common factor is 12 itself. Next, second problem. What is the minimum number of rooms required during the event? So what is the answer for the second one? Fast.
21.
Tell me the answer. How
21.
much?
21.
Everybody counted? 21 is correct. Now tell me the method here.
We know we require 5 rooms for 60 students, 7 rooms for 84 students, and 9 rooms for 108 students. Then we know that we
Okay.
are supposed to have 5, 7, and 9 rooms for each subject.
Okay. Or we can add all this and divide with the HCF. That is 60 plus 84 plus 108 divided by what? HCF. That is 12. So whose value is how much? 252 upon 12, which is 21. Try the third now. Now, LCM of 60, 84 and 108. Now here don't apply the formula as two numbers which was discussed before. So that formula is not applicable for the three numbers. So previously itself you have factorized, if you are remembered. So from that factorization, you can able to say what could be the LCM easily. Tell me what we are calculating, all of you. So previously I have written as this as 12 into 5, 12 into 7 and 12 into 9. So that means LCM will be what? 12 into 5 into 7 into 9. Simplify this. How much value? Check, have you taken these factors only or not? Three, 7, 8, 0 you should get. You have to be very fast in the calculations. So the option A. Next, fourth. The product of HCF and LCM of 60, 84 and 108. Now, from the previous problems, if you have done correctly, then this also you can able to do easily. So what the product I should make it here?
Three, 7, 8, 0 into 12.
Correct. 3780, which is the LCM, and HCF already have calculated, which is 12. So check the product and check which option it will coincide. So what's the correct option?
D.
Anybody coincide? Don't use
Sir.
calculator. Don't use calculator.
C, sir, answer.
Is it C option you are saying or D option?
D, sir. Sorry, sir.
Ah,
D.
correct. D is correct. You have to be very careful when you are checking the answer also. Because when you have calculated, if you have not kept the correct option, then it will become wrong. Unnecessarily, you are going to lose the mark. Now, fifth one is easy only. So 108 can be expressed as product of primes. Now, so factorize and then tell me the answer.
Option D.
Option
D.
D, correct. 2 square into 3 cube. Now, so check in this, how many have you done 5 correctly? Anybody has done all 5 correctly?
Sir, all 5 correct.
Good. Next, anybody else? Now, shall we move to the next? One more case study. Now, if you observe your textbook, these are actually the problems only, but they are converted into the case studies. Now, go through the third one. A mathematics exhibition is being conducted in your school and one of your friends is making a model of a factor tree. He has some difficulty and asks for your help in completing a quiz for the audience. Observe the following factor tree and answer the following. Mutate. Mutate Gauri and Jamadagni. Now, check the answer. What will be the value of x? Tell me your answer first.
Option B, sir. Option B.
Option B, sir.
That is
Option B is
13915.
13915.
Very good. Now, what is the way you have calculated? Tell me here.
Sir, multiply 2783 into 5.
Correct. So x equal to 2783 into 5. Very good. Next, what will be the value of y?
B option.
11.
11, sir.
11.
Correct. 11. Now, tell me what the way you have calculated for 11.
2783 divided by 253.
2783 divided by how much?
253, sir.
253. Correct. Next, third. What will be the value
Option
of
B,
z?
sir.
Option B. Correct. 23. Now tell me the procedure what we have done. Z equal to
253 divided by 11, sir.
correct. 253 divided by 11. Good. Now check few more. Now fourth and fifth also do it. See, the problems are designed in such a way that if you make a mistake in one problem, then you are going to make mistakes in more questions. So you have to be very careful in the calculations part. If you observe the fourth question, you can understand. According to fundamental theorem of arithmetic, 13915 is A. Now, have you got this number before?
Sir, it was value of X.
That means you can conclude from that directly. So what you can conclude now? When 13915 is the value of X, and X you got obtained by what? Product of two numbers. That means what? The answer must be what? Composite
Sir,
number.
option A.
Composite.
Good. Next, the prime factorization of 13915. Now, in the tree factor itself, from the tree factor, because you already have calculated the values of X, Y, and Z, so from the tree factor, you can say the answer easily. If you want, you can see the tree factor. Now, so for X equal to here, which product I should take? Five, Y, 11. Is it Z also should I take or not? So take the product of all this. That becomes the X. Now, tell me your answer. Check now.
Sir, option C.
Anybody coincide?
Option C, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good, very good. Option C correct. Now, so among the 5 questions, check. Anybody has done all the 5 correctly?
Yes, sir. I done all correct.
Okay, good. Now, any problem on the explanation in this case study among the 5 questions? Or have you understood? Now, shall we move to the another? So only these are the 3 case studies for the chapter 1, real numbers. Now, let us move to the polynomials. Case study. These are the application problems. So if you observe the figures itself, you can understand. Now, go through the question now. The below picture are few natural examples of parabolic shape which is represented by a quadratic polynomial. A parabolic arc is an arc in the shape of a parabola. In structure, their curve represents an efficient method of load and so can be found in bridges and in architecture in a variety of forms. So these are a few more pictures. Now, try to answer the first and second question. In the standard form of a quadratic polynomial, ax square plus bx plus c, where a comma b and c are. You have to be very careful in this to answer the first question. there's a chance that you will make a mistake sometimes. So that's why you need to read all the options. So what is your answer? So have you remembered the conditions for a
Sir, option
quadratic
C.
polynomial? Option C. Anybody coincide? Anybody coincide? Good. Option C only. Once you say quadratic, the degree must be 2. So A must be not equal to 0. Whereas B and C are real numbers. A is also real number but except 0. So that's why A is non-zero real number and B and C are any real number. Second, if the roots of the quadratic polynomial are equal, where the discriminant D equal to B square minus 4AC, then now identify the option.
Sir, option D.
Good. Why? Because once the roots are equal, so discriminant must be what? Equal to 0. These are very easy questions only, but if you remember the concept, then only it will be easy. Try the third one now. Try to respond, all of you. Whether it is correct or wrong, but try to respond. If alpha and 1 by alpha are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial 2x square minus x plus 8k, then k is. Now, here, can you tell me what concept you should apply to get the k value?
Relation between roots and coefficients of the quadratic equation.
No, specifically what you want to apply.
Alpha beta equals to C upon A.
That means what? Product of the zeros. So calculate and tell me your answer now. Fast. What is the answer?
1 by 4.
Correct. So product of the roots. So alpha into 1 by alpha equal to what? 8k upon 2. So this will get cancelled. So 2 4s are. So k equal to 1 by 4. Good. Check the next one. Now this is a typical question. You have to understand it properly. The graph of x square plus 1 equal to 0. Observe the option. Intersect x-axis at two distinct points. Touches x-axis at a point. Neither touches nor intersects the x-axis. Either touches or intersects the x-axis. See, you should not spend more time on these questions. If you are spending more time, then in the actual exam, you will feel difficulty. So you cannot able to complete all the questions in time. Have you understood the question here?
Yes, sir. Answer will be C.
Anybody coincide? It is correct. Basically here you are plotting the graph of what? F of x. If I consider that as a polynomial, you are drawing the graph of this. That is y equal to x square plus 1. So can you able to draw the graph of this? When x equal to 0, the value is 1 and always it will be above. So this will be the graph. Now, try next. One more, fifth one. If the sum of the roots is minus p and product of the roots is minus 1 upon p, then the quadratic polynomial is. Now, so in case if you remember the formula, when you know the relation between the roots, sum of the roots and product of the roots, you are having a formula directly, so you can apply. So let us show you the options also. Okay, here only one option is visible, so you simplify first and then I will show you the options. Now, check the remaining options now. So which option?
Sir, option D.
Sure.
Option C.
Option is C, not D. Check your calculation properly. So K is same everywhere. So x square, what is the formula? X square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots equal to 0. So sum of the roots is given and product of the roots is given. But this is an equation. But we need to write as a polynomial. So that's why we need to write as k into. So this will be a polynomial. So k into x square plus px minus 1 by p. Now, anybody has done all the 5 correctly? Now, the second case study. An asana is a body posture originally and still a general term for a sitting meditation pose and later extended in Hatha Yoga and modern yoga as exercise. To any type of pose or position, adding, reclining, standing, inverted, twisting, and balancing poses. In the figure, one can observe that poses can be related to representation of quadratic polynomial. Observe the questions. The first one, you can say easily only.
Sir, option D.
Good. So the shape of the poses shown is a parabola. Because the quadratic polynomial shape is always a parabola. Next, the graph of parabola open upwards if. Now remember, open upwards. Now, so what could be the condition when it is open upwards? When the parabola open upwards, no, sorry. The graph of parabola open downward. Observe the question. It is downward. So the graph of parabola open downward is. So when the parabola open downward, have you remember the conditions? So you need to revise then. A must be less than 0. Now, third one. In the graph, how many zeros are there for the polynomial? Now, you can able to say easily.
2, sir.
Sir, option C.
Correct. How to decide is you have to check how many times it is crossing the x-axis. So this is 1 point and this is the another point. So that's why it is 2 zeros. Now observe the figure. The 2 zeros in the above shown graph are, what are those numbers? Are you able to see or you want to
B,
erase this?
sir. B.
Option B.
Option B, sir.
Correct. Option B. Good. -2 and 4. Now, one more. The zeros of the quadratic polynomial 4 root 3 x square plus 5x minus 2 root 3 are. Now, so here, which method is preferable? Is it factorizing is preferable or from the options? So if you are able to do factorization properly, then do it. Otherwise, verify from the options. Because you know the formula for sum of zeros and product of zeros. So which option? Fast. You're taking so much time. First you write separately. First you write separately what is the sum of the roots and product of the roots. What is the sum of the roots? Tell me here. Sum of the roots
25.
from the expression minus 5 by 4 root 3 and product of the roots minus 2 root 3 upon 4 root 3. So from the option check sum and the product. This should be the sum and this should be the product. So which option you are getting now?
Option D.
Sure. Option B. So the fifth problem answer is D. Now, any problem on the explanation again? No. Okay, let us move to the one more case study. Now, so the third case study is basketball and soccer are played with a spherical ball. Even though an athlete dribbles the ball in both sports, a basketball player uses his hands and a soccer player uses his feet. Usually, soccer is played outdoors on a large field and basketball is played indoor on a court made out of wood. The projectile path traced of soccer ball and basketball are in the form of parabola representing quadratic polynomial that you can observe easily. Now, first one. Now, so go through the question and tell me the answer.
Sir, option
Okay.
D, first answer.
Correct. So the first one is the shape of the path traced shown is parabola. Check fast. Second one, the graph of parabola open upwards if. Previously we had one problem. In case if you have remembered, this also you can do easily.
Sir, option C.
Good. A greater than 0. So you need to remember, when it is open upwards means coefficient of x square must be greater than 0. Open downwards means coefficient of x square must be less than 0. Now observe the third one. Observe the following graph. I'll show you the options. So in the above graph, how many zeros are there for the polynomial?
Sir, option D.
Correct. Now, have you remembered from the graph, the 3 zeros in the above shown graph are? Shall I show you the graph once again? Check now. You can zoom it also.
Sir, option
D, sir.
Option?
D.
Sure?
Sir, option C.
Option? Okay. Here they have made mistake something. BCDE they are given. It is not BCD actually, you have to check as ABCD only. So this is the option. Who said before D? Based on this only have you said? Their marking is
Yes,
wrong.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Usually it is ABCD, but here they have mentioned BCDE. So there is a chance that sometimes they may do like this also. So you have to be very careful. But whatever is mentioned, that only you mark it. So -3, -1, 2. Now, what will be the expression of the polynomial? Now, all of you know how to calculate the polynomial when the zeros of the polynomial you know. Once you know 1 0 of the polynomial, you can able to write the corresponding factor. So if A is a 0, of a polynomial, then x minus a is a corresponding factor. So here you can write the factors directly as one is x plus 3 and one more 0 is what? Minus 1. So another factor is x plus 1 and one more is x minus 2. Take the product and expand and simplify. This is one method. Another method is, in case if you remember the formula of relation between the roots, when you are having 3 zeros, alpha, beta, gamma, you have a formula directly. So based on the formula also you can able to do it. So if you want, I can discuss that. X cube minus sum of all zeros, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square plus alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha into x minus product of all the roots, alpha beta gamma. This is a polynomial. So simplify and tell me your answer. Or else you can verify directly also if you have remembered this formula. So what is your answer?
Option A.
Correct. Very good. Check among the 5 questions. Anybody has done correctly all? Any question you want to have explanation in this case study? Okay. So you want to continue or you want to stop? So okay then. So we'll continue one more class of case studies later. So I will inform you in the group. So when you will have again one more class, okay? And also you send me your comments, all of you, either in the Zoom channel or personally, so that what further you need any help. So based on that we can proceed further classes. So and inform to your friends also, whoever wants to join, so they can join also in this group. Okay. Okay. Bye all of you. Thank you.